Hey everyone, and welcome to the Deep Dive. We're diving into AI and marketing today.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, we're going off a podcast interview with Sunil Verma from Tsunami Group.
I've heard of them.
Yeah, they do branding, social media, and advertising.
Okay.
But get this, they use like a super data-driven approach.
Oh,
Yeah, and they make like custom campaigns for each client.
sounds pretty effective.
It is. It's fascinating stuff. And so with AI like entering the mix, it gets even more interesting.
Yeah, it seems like Tsunami Group really gets that like cookie cutter marketing.
Yeah.
It just doesn't work anymore, you know?
Right.
It's all about tailoring the message,
Yeah.
like to each person.
Yeah.
And that's where AI is starting to play a huge role, I think.
Okay, so let's get into that. I mean, we've all seen those like eerily accurate product recommendations online.
Oh, yeah.
Like, how do they know I want those fuzzy slippers?
Right.
Well, Sunil Verma kind of shed some light on that.
Okay.
So AI is making it possible to do personalization like way beyond just basic demographics.
Mhm.
So think about it. AI can like analyze your past purchases, you know,
Right.
your browsing history, even how long you like linger on certain products.
Oh,
And it uses all that data to like predict what you want.
so it's using that to like serve up those perfectly timed recommendations.
Yeah.
Huh.
So it's not just about what we're buying, but like how we're behaving online.
Okay.
Kind of unsettling,
Yeah, a little bit.
but also incredibly effective, like from a marketing standpoint.
Yeah.
Sunil Verma gave an example of a retail brand that saw a 35% increase in conversions
Wow.
just from using AI-powered chatbots. And this thing called predictive analytics.
Predictive analytics.
Yeah.
So what is that, like a crystal ball for marketers?
Kind of.
How?
It uses historical data to forecast like future trends.
Oh, so it like anticipates what customers might want.
Exactly. So in that retail example, the AI might have, analyzed past purchases to predict like which products were going to be popular and then recommend them to customers like through those chatbots.
So it's like AI is reading our minds.
Pretty much, but in a way that actually benefits us, at least in terms of getting those fuzzy slippers.
True.
Okay, so let's shift gears a bit and talk about how AI is impacting marketers themselves.
Okay.
Sunil Verma highlighted some tools that are seriously boosting productivity.
Like what?
Well, he mentioned ChatGPT for generating content,
Oh, yeah.
Jasper and Copy.ai for crafting all kinds of marketing copy,
Oh, cool.
like blog posts, ad copy,
Makes sense.
you name it. These tools, they rely on natural language processing.
Yeah.
It's essentially teaching computers to like understand and generate human language.
Oh, wow.
It's pretty mind-blowing how sophisticated those AI models have become.
Amazing.
It really is.
Like having a 24/7 writing assistant.
Right. But
Mhm.
it's not just about like churning out content, though.
Right.
It's also about optimizing it for certain platforms.
I see.
Sunil Verma talked about how even social media platforms like Meta and TikTok are using AI-powered algorithms to decide which content performs best.
So that's where like AI-based social media schedulers come in.
Yeah, like Hootsuite and Buffer.
Right, right.
Those tools can analyze the best times to post.
Taking the guesswork out of content distribution.
Exactly. They can even like suggest viral hashtags, analyze audience sentiment, track trends in real time.
So AI isn't just creating the content, it's helping marketers figure out how to make it go viral.
It's like a cheat code for social media success.
It is in a way,
Yeah.
but it's important to remember AI is a tool, not a replacement for, human creativity and strategy.
Oh, of course, of course.
So what's really interesting here is how AI and human expertise are starting to like blend together,
Yeah.
creating this synergy that's pushing the boundaries of marketing.
It's like AI is taking care of the heavy lifting. So
Yeah.
marketers can focus on like big picture strategy and those like uniquely human elements like storytelling,
Uh-huh.
emotional connection.
Totally. But what about the future? Like, where does Sunil Verma see AI heading in the next 5 years?
He talked about this concept called hyper-personalization.
Hyper-personalization.
Yeah.
What is that?
It's like taking personalization to a whole new level.
Okay.
Imagine marketing messages like so tailored to you,
Okay.
to your preferences, your likes and dislikes, even your mood,
Wow.
that they feel like they were made just for you.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And a little creepy.
Right. Like how much do we really want AI to know about us?
It does raise some questions about data privacy and the potential for manipulation.
Yeah.
We'll dig into those ethical concerns in the next part of our deep dive.
Okay.
But for now, I think it's important to just acknowledge the sheer power of AI in shaping the future of marketing.
For sure.
It's a force to be reckoned with. Welcome back to the deep dive. So we were just talking about the potential of AI in marketing. It's pretty incredible.
Yeah.
But with all this talk about hyper-personalization,
Right.
AI knowing our every move, it's natural to feel a bit, apprehensive.
Totally. Because as cool as personalized marketing can be, there's like a fine line between helpful and creepy, right?
Oh, for sure. And Sunil Verma touched on that.
Oh, okay.
He stressed that, while AI is an amazing tool,
Yeah.
it needs to be used responsibly,
Right.
ethically. Actually, one of the things he emphasized was this idea of keeping things authentic,
Authenticity. Okay.
even with AI in the mix.
That makes sense. I mean, AI can write a catchy slogan or like target the perfect audience, but it can't replicate genuine human connection, right?
Exactly.
Like, we don't want brands to start sounding like robots.
Yeah, exactly. Think about it. People connect with stories, with emotions, with shared values.
Right.
AI can help amplify those things,
Yeah.
but it shouldn't become the sole voice of the brand.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's going to risk sounding impersonal,
Right.
inauthentic.
So it's about finding that sweet spot where AI enhances the human element of marketing, not replaces it.
Exactly.
That makes me think about all those AI-generated ads we see online.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes they're spot on, but others feel kind of dot off.
It's a learning curve, for sure.
Yeah.
But even with AI, taking on more tasks, human creativity, intuition,
Yeah.
those are still crucial in marketing.
Makes sense.
It's about using AI as a partner, not a replacement.
Okay, so authenticity is key. What other ethical considerations did Sunil Verma bring up?
Data privacy was a big one.
Of course.
As AI gets more sophisticated, it needs more data
Yeah.
to work effectively.
Right.
But with all the news about data breaches and targeted advertising, people are becoming more wary of how their data is being used.
Yeah, totally. It's like I want personalized recommendations, but I also don't want companies knowing every single thing I do online. It's tricky.
Absolutely. And Sunil Verma acknowledged that. He talked about being transparent and giving consumers more control over their data.
Yeah.
Brands need to be upfront about how they're using AI and data. And they need to get consent from users before collecting any personal information.
So it's not just about collecting data, it's about using it responsibly,
Exactly.
ethically.
Right.
Did Sunil Verma offer any specific advice for brands navigating this? It's pretty tricky.
He did. He talked about building trust
Okay.
with consumers. And transparency is a part of that. But it also goes beyond just disclosing how data is used. Brands need to show, not just tell.
Actions speak louder than words.
Exactly. Consumers can sense when a brand is, genuinely committed to these ethical data practices.
Yeah,
And those are the brands that are going to build lasting relationships with their customers.
for sure. Okay, so we've talked about authenticity, data privacy, as key ethical considerations in this whole AI-driven marketing world.
Yeah.
What else should we be thinking about as AI becomes, more and more common?
One thing that people often overlook is bias
Bias.
and the algorithm.
Right.
Because AI models are trained on data, right?
Yeah.
If that data reflects existing biases, societal biases,
Uh-huh.
those biases can get amplified in what the AI produces.
So if an AI model is trained on data that predominantly features a certain demographic, it might unintentionally, perpetuate stereotypes or exclude certain groups.
Exactly. It's a complex issue.
Yeah.
But marketers need to be aware of it.
For sure.
They need to make sure the data they're using to train their AI is diverse
Right.
and representative.
We don't want AI to make existing inequalities even worse, especially in a field like marketing that has such a broad reach.
Right, exactly.
Did Sunil Verma have any thoughts on how to mitigate bias in AI?
He emphasized the importance of monitoring
Okay.
and auditing AI systems.
So you don't just set it and forget it.
You don't.
Yeah.
You need to regularly check for signs of bias and adjust as needed.
So it's an ongoing process.
It is. It's a process that requires collaboration, input from diverse perspectives.
Yeah.
This isn't just a technical challenge.
Yeah.
It's social, ethical.
So it's not just about coders and engineers. It's
Right.
also ethicists, sociologists, even philosophers. AI is bringing all these different fields together.
It really is.
Yeah.
And that's what makes it such an interesting area to work in,
Yeah.
It raises all sorts of questions about how we use technology, how we interact with each other, and how we shape the future of our society.
That's a lot to think about.
It is.
We've covered a lot of ground here. From hyper-personalization to data privacy,